Well, what can we say? That was a tough watch, wasn't it? And as the fella said there, effectively it was all over after that second one went in, Chris, so early in the second half. Looking back, what went wrong?
Not dealing with the long throws, not dealing with the physicality, not dealing with the corners. West Brom style, up at it, put you under pressure. I'm sure everything had been positive in the dressing room at half time. Come on, let's go out as you do. Let's start positive. And to concede so early in the second half puts you straight back on the back foot again. And it's then a long way back. And the lads kept going. They huffed and they puffed, but never ever really got to grips with the physicality for me. And we've used that word an hell of a lot, but I think West Brom certainly displayed tonight, or put a display across that was convincing and ruthless.
That is a statement win from them, isn't it? To show the rest of the division what they're all about, and the kind of performance, I suppose, that Blades fans were hoping for, and to send out a similar message themselves. Yeah,
they put a stamp down. Certainly anybody that wants to come to the Hawthorns and take us on, then you're going to have to come, and you're going to have to stand up, you're going to have to fight, you're going to have to battle, and you're going to have to deal with what we're good at. And let's face it, whether it's you go away or you go away from home, you play against a good footballing team, there's a plan in place. And they'll have watched videos on West Brom. I'm sure they've watched videos of Barnsley last year, and they'll have drummed it into the players. But unfortunately tonight, it just in the end weren't good enough. Unfortunately.
I don't want to increase the misery, but I'm afraid we're going to have to do that and get you to run through the goals. This is the second one. It's not been a great night for the goalkeeper, has it? Let's be fair.
No, it's not. And he's a professional. He's probably, we don't know, we're surmising when's he got the call, and professional footballers have to be prepared to go and play. I'm not making any excuses for him, but it might have been a late call that Rammers has been pulled out, and all of a sudden you're in, and yes, you've got to react. But he's trying to come through bodies there. There's too many big bodies. There's too many obstacles for him to get past. Trust your defenders. It's a hard one. I always used to say to the goalkeepers that I played with, if you can come and get it, great, because everybody loves to see a goalkeeper come, command, claim it, and it takes all the pressure off. But if you're not sure, then stay on your line. Let us deal with it. Because often the keeper comes and there's a collision, you get knocked out of the way, you're just about to head it, and it looks messy.
Not much you could do about the third goal, which was actually a really good move with Alex Mowat on the end of it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, a bit of good football. It's our throwing, and again they've headed it forward. The stuff we spoke about at half time, they're on the seconds, they keep it alive. But that's a lovely little ball slid through from Carl and Grant. Alex doing there something that he doesn't really often do in these types of formations. Getting beyond. Often he's told to play from behind, but he's got in there and a good finish. To really cap up a positive performance from him.
The game's done then, but it had to happen. Callum Robinson to continue his scoring streak against his former club. This seemed inevitable, didn't it?
Yeah, and again, unfortunately. It seems as though we're really going after Michael, but has he learnt his lesson? He's involved again. He's nowhere near it, and hey, the lads in front of him have not helped him out. But you'd think learn your lesson. Easier said than done. But if he's on his line there, the ball gets flicked. I think it goes into his arms, and certainly when it's just happened before on one of the other goals, I think. He'll be really, really disappointed with those two goals.
They tried to give the Blades fans something to cheer about by trying to at least get a consolation goal from this. John Egan on the end of this ball in here. It's actually decent contact with the ball, and Johnston called into action at last. I think this was around the 70-minute mark, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think that was the first attempt on goal, really, that we'd had. You know, it's a good header from Ollie McBurney at the far stick to keep it alive. You know, John's reacted well, got enough on it, but it's a good speed and a good height for the goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper there's. He's got the cameras safe. You know, he's got all the journalists clicking there to capture that. But yeah, I think that's the best chance we had.
Yeah, tough night, but the Championship being as it is, it's relentless. Another game coming up on Saturday here. Pressure's starting to build a little bit, isn't it? No goals yet, and still searching for that first win in a Yorkshire derby. Yeah,
and it'll not be easy. You know, Huddersfield got a 1-0 win last night.
Yeah.
You know, a bit lucky with the own goal, but they got a win last night, and you know, they'll be coming. They've got plenty of fans coming across. It's a derby. You know what it's like in here. You know, the United fans will expect a reaction from tonight. In a Yorkshire derby, they'll want the team to go out and certainly compete better. You know, it'll be a total different game on Saturday. I watched Huddersfield last night, and you know, they're a footballing team. They like to build from the back, so a total different game, and again a different game plan. But certainly, I think a lot of people will be expecting far better come Saturday afternoon. But they've got time. You know, they've got time. You know, I'm not going to say to dust yourself down and go again. It sounds a bit dramatic, but certainly tonight will be a long bus journey home. You know, I know it's not far up the motorway, but there'll be a lot of thoughts going through lads' heads on that bus, and it'll hurt. You know, it'll hurt the lads, because you know they expect to be doing better, and they'll not have expected to go to West Brom tonight and get turned over 4-0.
Well, we hope for better things here on Saturday against Huddersfield. Of course, Ashley will be back in the seat for that one to take you through all of the build-up ahead of the game against Huddersfield. Thanks for your company tonight. It's been a difficult one, Chris. Thank you. Thanks to the guys on commentary and everybody behind the scenes. A difficult night for the Blades. They are beaten by 4-0 at West Bromwich Albion. Hope you can join us again on Saturday. From me and the team, it's good night.